Greetings everyone, you are welcome to today's meeting. I'm so glad you all found time to make it. I would like to introduce all of you and give a brief background of why we are here, and then we can all go ahead and make our presentation. What we have gone to made research about. So I'll start from my right. Ralph Akosa, welcome.
Thanks.
And we have Daniel. Daniel, welcome.
Thank you.
Followed by Elisha. Elisha, you're welcome.
Hi.
And we have Princess, welcome.
Thank you.
We have Prince, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Followed by Darcy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And we have Evans.
Thank you.
Welcome, Evans. And finally we have Asantua.
Thank you.
Thank you all for attending to today's meeting. And I must commend all your efforts for sacrifices you've done to always be around and helping in bringing all ideas that you've gone to research to make sure that whatever we are driving at is something going to be successful. So let me briefly talk about why we are here and the company we are pushing. So it's called AgriConnekt Ltd, and it's an agri-tech company where we'll focus on selling of agricultural products in an e-commerce way, and then distributing it as well, and then having an investment department. So the e-commerce selling of agricultural products has to do with getting products from our farmers and selling it on our platform. And so when we have sales concluded, we deliver those products to our clients, and we are having an express delivery kind of thing that we are introducing. We would have partner drivers to help us do this delivery, so meaning we are going to have an online platform as well, where people who have their own open vans, their own motorcycles and buses can sign up and then go online, see available sold products, and they will be directed by the GPS to pick those products up and deliver to the clients who have made the order in the online platform. And the investment department seeks to go out and look for investors all around the country and the continent, people who are really interested to put money in agriculture. And when we get a good number of people, we start the investment department, and the investment department seeks to help our already existing farmers with additional funds that they need to enlarge their farms and bring up very nice products, and also encourage new people and upcoming youths to benefit from it by having more new farms. So it's going to be an empowerment kind of thing, where we want to make sure that as we are taking from the farmers that we are working with, we are also reinvesting in new farms and helping the already existing farms to function well effectively. And so this is briefly about the AgriConnekt, and this is a wonderful thing, I believe, that can help us achieve what we want to do. And I know you all are well prepared with your various research in various areas that the company would really need help with. As we commence, I'd like to start from my right to hear what we have. But then before then, do we have any question about the company? What don't we understand? Do we have any activity that we feel, okay, I don't get this part? So you can feel free to ask questions. If you have any question, I think a minute will be fine to take the questions. And if there are no questions, then you can go ahead and give your submissions. Okay, so any question, please? Alright, in the absence of questions, we will take the first presentation.
My area of focus is the training department, and we will be concerned about training because this is a new concept. It's completely new in the market, and these farmers will need to be trained. They will need to be told how the apps that we'll develop will be working, how they get to us or how we get to them, how they get to the customers that will be buying their product through us. And so we'll develop a training curriculum that will be easy for us to pass out to these people. Either we go to them at their locations, or we can do it remotely Either way, or we can even do it as per location. That is, we go to a particular territory and we say, okay, the farmers this area, we sign them all up and we invite them all for a training and then educate them on how they can use it. And the app should be, I'm expecting, user friendly, so that these people, a lot of them are not computer literate, so we don't want to bombard them with too many high-tech things. But with the training crew, we'll offer simpler resources to help these farmers use the app, but we'll also make ready other resources to train them as at when the need will be. But the success of our task will depend on what we will overall as a group model to give out to these farmers. From there we will develop the material we use for the training and how we will pass it on to them. So our key area will be working closely with the marketing department, because as they go out and get these farmers, they will update us on the new ones that are signing up, and then we will immediately approach them and get them trained so that they understand how the company operates, how they make their profits, how we also will benefit as well. And then the key thing is they getting the product to us and we get it to the customers that will be purchasing from them. But there are a few challenges that we see that may come from that. A lot of these farmers that we are anticipating to deal with will be some rural areas and to require several hours of travel. You have to travel there on the road, and some of the roads are not good. So, but we will not mind that. We'll probably get a good vehicle that will take us there. But irrespective of where they are, because of how far they are in the remote areas, it will take us days to get them, and it will mean that we'll also have to move with our crew down there wherever we're going. For example, if we're going to Bolgatanga, we can't go and come back in a day. We have to ensure we go with our crew and then maybe every material we need. And if we're spending maybe a week or two there, and that will also come with its own cost of accommodating those people and how to camp them, feed them for those number of days, and of course also talk about certain incentives that we may give them for leaving their place to travel that far. So that is the area I see the challenge that will come in our training, because we don't want to do it by a phone or by any software, any Skype or anything, but we want to get there and train them, and that will require us traveling a distance to that place. So a lot of hours will be involved in traveling on the road. And then when we get there, we'll also have to still go into their farms or their communities, which will also take another place. And a lot of these places are not motorable. So we're not sure right now how that will play out, but perhaps when the whole board gets to decide on the best way, we will adjust our curriculum and move on. Any question, please?
My question is, looking at how you'll be relating with the farmers, you'll be kind of the department that will be signing them up. So what would you want to determine before you can sign up a farmer? Would you need maybe a picture of the farm? Would you need to know the kind of crop he's growing or she's growing, to know maybe the harvest time and all that? Because we have to understand those things. What are some of the skills that you want to use to understand this dimension of signing farmers up? Do you get my question?
Yes, I get your question. But for the signing up, except we want to make it the duty of the training department. But I was thinking that should be that of the marketing, because they will go around to these places to get these people. But I also feel the marketing team doing that will be best, because they are well not trained in that aspect. But if the board wants the training department to do that, that will come up with another expenses again, because we have to go first, sign them up, and then come and think of how to train them. That would more like going back and forth. But if the marketing team does that, they update us. Okay, we have signed up farmer XYZ at this location, and then we quickly go in there while they continue with their search for other farmers. We get those ones prepared, get them already set up in the system, and business goes on.
Alright, something that just came to my mind. I actually think since what you're going to train them about is about the app, so why don't you sign them up at once and tell them, because of course the signing up process means that they have the app on their phones now, and they must have created an account. And so they're teaching them of how to download the app and how to create the account and how the app itself is. The things inside are basically what you're going to train them about. Now, apart from this training, the other training is the one that you have to set up as a program where we invite professionals to come and then teach them about their farms, not about the app and how to use them. Teach them about any kind of farming they are doing, how to do it very well. This is another training that you will be coordinating and arranging for such programs and slides and PowerPoint that you might probably need for that. But then on teaching them how to use the app, it starts by signing them up. And so that means the best people to do the whole training is you people. So you teach them how to sign up, because the sign up has to do with putting in their names and registering and creating an account. And then you finish up the training by letting the person know how to use the app. Then you know you are done with that person about using the app and signing the person up. So basically what the marketing guys would do best is to find out the needs of our clients, the needs of the customers, and then they transport those needs either to how we brand our products or how we advertise our products. So there wouldn't really be much of signing people up. So the signing up people will be basically your duty. Remember, the other bigger training, it's on 3 months interval, that is quarterly. So that means if you don't sign them up, I wonder what you'll be doing for that amount of months and all that. But then if you go and sign someone up right now and you finish up with the person by telling the person this is how the app is, so you go here for this, you know you're done with the person, and that will make you not to also go back and forth like you said. So I suggest the training department will take care of the sign up and finish up other area of the app that the clients might probably need. I think that is okay. If you have more questions,
we'll see how we work on that. But just on the other training, except the HR want to consider that as the organization corporate social responsibility, but I don't think it should be part of our duty to train farmers how to do their farming. Ours is we want their product. Except we say we have a standard, so we want this quality of product. Then we can go to them and say, okay, this are the quality we want, so you make it up. But as you suggest, occasionally we can organize that kind of free training as part of our customer service, or giving back to them, or giving back to the community kind of approach, to train them on how to manage their farm properly. They may not be dealing with us only, but they can also benefit from those training as well. But the signing up, and then remember we'll be traveling several hours, and these farmers are all not in the same location, and we're not looking at a particular region in Ghana, not even in West Africa. We're looking at farmers that are scattered across different places. If we're taking Ghana for example, we may not have all the farmers in Accra sign up. You may have farmers in Kumasi, in Volta region, in Central region somewhere signing up to this. And we also have to travel to these places, and those travel will take hours. So if we're signing them up, we don't want to, we're traveling way down to Tamale to sign a single farmer. We may not have the cost to manage that kind of expenses. So we're looking at getting it started gradually, then we expand to other places. And as more they use the app, they become more friendly, and then they can also enlighten other farmers as well.
Yes. But I think, moving as a team to a specific place might actually slow down the business. How about we get agents in various places? Because I'm sure one person can sign one person up. So you know that you are taking care of Kumasi, so your duty is to sign people up. And what you're going to do is to show them how to create their accounts. I mean, these guys in EcoBank, they've been doing that. They go various places one-on-one, and then it makes it faster because they're going to be spread all over the place, and they can be working all in different places at the same time, and they are getting more people. So I was thinking probably having agents in various places, especially the villages, because for people who are living where we have our office, they can all come to the office because we need someone in the office to do that. But those people who are living outside the office, we can have specific agents we can direct them even to go there and register. You understand? So I think that will limit the amount of cost we can incur in trying to do the training and signing people up. I think that's a wonderful one.
I'm Evans from the IT department. If we are talking about apps, I heard you guys saying a lot about apps and apps and apps. This is the reality. In Ghana here, not all those villages which you said earlier have even normal networks for data, so that we can say that we can use our apps and as well. The apps are good for us anyway. It's one of our major ways of marketing. But there are other ways for which we have identified. Now let me bring this in. You just star 124 on your phone, star 124 hash, and check your credit. Everyone in the village does the same thing, if provided the person can just receive a phone call. So now, why don't we, in a way, if you're not closer to the city that you can get enough internet for our services and using the app, why don't we implement a USSD session? The USSD is what I just talked about, the star 124. You just dial the star 124 and a prompt will come. Hello, farmer, this is AgriConnekt Ltd. You know what you're going to do? If you want to register, press 1. You just press 1. Come on. You press 1, the next step comes. What's your name? If you can't at least read all this, then the agent will come in. Now the agent will come and help you. The agent will be the person to fill all this information in for you. Decide, apart from we using the USSD for this kind of method, you can also set up a call center for free toll for a call center. Just pick your line, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a free toll. You call someone and the customer care will pick up. How can I help you? Okay, I'm from this and that. If you have any question, you can ask the person. From that aspect, you will see that apart from we using only the app, that is cool. Another part of the app that we are going to develop too is you will make sure our app may not just be one-sided or one language minded. We have a lot of tribes in Ghana. We have people from the Ashanti, others from the northern part, the Voltarians. From the IT department and our research, we modify our app in such a way that both local languages, for example, if you are in Accra, your farmers are in Accra, when you are signing up for our app, you can choose to use Ghana, which will be the default setting for your app. You can come back later and change it. If you are somewhere in the Bono and Ashanti tree is your best language. Why don't you set that option? So while the farmer is using, even if there is no intermediary to help the person use the app, he knows he's speaking tree. Now the app has some voice say, okay, let me permit me to use my tree, okay. Ope say, Oka AgriConnekt Ltd. So the app will be directing you with your local language that you understand. If it is about farm, it will be symbolized, not just anything about writing. You don't do say, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to make sure we know our target market. They are not too sharp and they are not too dumb. We are going to use a lot of graphics. If it's about farm, you see a symbol for a farm. When you even tap on it, the voice that is coming is in your local language. So come on, you can use it. If you still have difficulties, if you have somebody who is an intermediary, you go to the person. If provided you don't have internet, use USSD. If your phone can just get a network for you to receive normal calls, that is easy. Star 12 something. We do it in the name of AgriConnekt. That is best. Apart from we telling them, okay, this is AgriConnekt, this and that, farmers also like people who also give them information and feedback. You can start by introducing them and educating them on their service they are providing for us as well. What we are providing through our medium, let's say the weather condition for a particular place within a particular period of time, through the phone and the apps for the farmers as well. We can also add that one in so that we can engage them. So provided your farmer, who is part of AgriConnekt Ltd, knows that the price of tomatoes in the market has increased, so provided they can be very fast and let's say get their tomatoes ready in next week for AgriConnekt Ltd to come and buy them to the city, they can increase their cost. And we push all those messages to them. That will be a very nice way that we can also help them. So apart from the app, there are other means, like I'm saying, we can devise USSD, we can be using our voice calls, and a lot that we can bring about. For the sake of this first meeting, let's hold them. We are in a competition, right? So let's put some of them down. But what we are saying is, we know the customers, we know the target market, who are farmers. They are not too sharp and not too dumb. Internet, we have issues in Ghana here. Our roads are not very well, but still the farmers are using their normal phones. They will be able to make their calls. So we are going to provide them with services that is in their capabilities and their capacity. And in such a way, I believe AgriConnekt can move to a very higher portions.
I'm Jonathan, handling the marketing department. From the research that I've made to know about the problems that we will face as a new company entering into the market. First, we need to know the 4 P's. That's the product, the places, the price, and the promotion that we will offer. And first, we need to target the areas of where the farmers are. That's the places. We need to go to some of the agriculture district offices in the regions and talk to them about our product that we are offering, for them to know that, okay, this AgriConnekt Ltd, our purpose. Then we able to locate the farmers within the district to know the product they are offering. Okay, then we come back to the city like this. We meet the market women. For every market like this, let's say the yam sellers, they have association, and the one maybe the chairman there, we can discuss with the chairman that, okay, this AgriConnekt Ltd, this is our purpose. So we want to help you maybe bringing yam from the rural areas to the city, because for the chairman, they are like the wholesale. So when you bring the product from the villages, they buy from them. Okay, so that's another problem. Then we tackle with these two. We work hand in hand with the market people and those, they are the farmers in the villages.
I would just like to add that we are going to have a warehouse to store food, but not all the products. For instance, we won't be able to keep livestock, but then for some of the perishable foods, we'll be able to store them. That's the only submission I wanted to add.
Also, we are all trying to be innovative to bring about the best idea that we need to use. Yeah, but looking at 1 or 2 situations, we are going to work with a lot of farmers. And now these are farmers who, most of their crops are seasonal. Some crops are not steady. First of all, farmers will plant, wait for harvest before they. And because we are going to work with so many farmers, it means even if tomato is seasonal, there are people who plant tomatoes even within dry season. And so that means the time other people are now starting, they are already harvesting their tomatoes. Yeah, but there are some kind of products I feel probably we may need storehouse just a little bit, especially the things that perish. Because for instance, if 100 of our clients have tomatoes, remember what we are also trying to do is the fact that we don't want their products to perish because they don't have people who are going to buy it and because they can't bring it to the city streets. So we are making sure that challenge is taken out by us. So in a situation where we have 20 or more than 20 farmers who are working with us and they all have their tomatoes ready, and we don't have people buying tomatoes right now, so are they going to keep and wait for us and wait for people to buy on the platform before they get tomatoes? The answer should actually be no, because if they keep the tomatoes and be waiting because they don't have storehouse and the tomatoes get spoiled, it means we are still leaving them on the same situation they are. But if they bring tomatoes and we buy the tomatoes up from them and store in our storehouse as far as it's perishable, and then we have helped the farmers relieve that pain of thinking how to sell their products, which probably might perish if nobody comes to buy. Now, that is one. So for things that are perishable, we need to have a storehouse. It's very, very necessary. Only perishable products, so that we can probably, if we don't want to buy it off from them, we can let the farmers put them in our store. Whenever they sell it, whenever buyers come, we can now sell it, and probably because of storing it for them, we can also charge them for storing it for them. But as far as their products are not entirely perished, it is much more better than when it is entirely perished and they don't get anything at all from it. That's one point. Another point is the fact that we need to act in a way that we have ready available cash for the farmers. And what does that mean? It's going to be our duty to make sure that all the big restaurants, all the big hotels, who need foodstuffs and agricultural products are going to be under us. And what that means is the marketing department has to take that as a responsibility to make sure that hotels, restaurants that need all these things to prepare their meals are going to buy from our clients. So if we have 20 people who we know that today they have 10 baskets of tomatoes, we already have buyers, we already have restaurants who are ready. So we will make sure that the bigger markets as well will pass through us. It's not just when a single person wants to buy tomato, and we have to target the big markets, and that will start by the hotels and the restaurants, especially the restaurants. So the marketing department should take note that one of your duties is to make sure that the higher markets will be targeted. So when you get 100 restaurants buying from us in a day, that means our farmers will be very happy because they have a larger amount of things going in and out. That is a very nice thing I want to put on there.
My name is Prince. I'm the customer care specialist. Looking at the company's organization and reliability, much duty falls on the hands of the customer care. The happiness and the joy derived from the customers relies on the customer care service. If we are not able to give an affordable, enjoys services to the customers, it makes the company look as if we are just joking, or we are just playing, or we are just learning how to work. By looking at it, I think we have professionals in our services, especially from the customer care aspect, marketing department, and other service departments. And with this, I think and I feel that if we put hands together, and if we respectfully and with more reliability listen to our customers and attend to them at their various points of need, I think they can be able to patronize us more and even refer people to us. And I think the customers have a lot of role to play in aspect of their speech and in aspect of their workings and in aspect of their attention to work and their time management. They need to be in work early to attend to customers. They need to go at work at due time so that customers don't feel embarrassed when they call and the office lines are ringing and ringing. So I feel with this, I could actually work in line with my team and collaborate more with other departments to make sure that the customers, reps, meet the happiness and the joy of the customers and make sure that they feel good and even enjoy our services better. I really feel we can do this together as team members.
So my name is Daniel Oku. I'm talking for the delivery department. Knowing very well for AgriConnekt, I believe with all that we've been able to say, it all boils down to delivery, which we are trying to introduce into the system. Basically, most people have the opportunity to go to markets, but the busy schedules and also the time bounds they have unable to reach these market centers, and also some do not leave office on time. And with this delivery system, we are going to make sure that we help with e-commerce platform to help most parents, families, or even students at the convenience of their home purchase these products. And we are going to liaise with Google and few other transport apps that are in existence to be able to reach out to most of these clients, consumers, and also deliver our products or their products which they have purchased to them. And I know very well that if most of our consumers feel that this delivery becomes more used to them, very reliable and much trustworthy, they would forbid going to markets anymore again, and rather come to AgriConnekt and be buying from us, and which means that our vision of merging customers and farmers together would come to fusion. So I believe if we are able to make these things happen, then we'll really grab the market, and it's going to be a big market. We are also targeting international bodies. So as we start from here and it works out better, then definitely we can reach the international market and make things right. So I know this will be possible with AgriConnekt. Thank you.
For the customer and then the company to get a healthy relation, I think there should be good communication skills. Yeah, because if somebody comes in and then you are not able to, make a serene environment or talk to the person in a polite way, it might make the person angry and just walk out. So the mood of the rep, as the customer rep, should be concerned in the company. And I think your response to a request should also count, because if someone calls or someone is in need of something and the person keep on calling and you don't answer, it's going to be like you guys are not serious or the company is not serious. Let's say how we call our MTN to go, you'll be calling and then they will not pick you, then you just be stranded. So your response to a request should be very necessary or effective. Yeah, I think that would be all for customer care. Thank you.
Alright, so my name is Princess Ruskin and I'm the administrative assistant secretary. Okay, but also going to be acting as a receptionist. Now, one of the main responsibility that I'll be handling is the welcoming aspects of visitors, of customers into the organization. Now, we all agree that the first impression really matters a lot, especially when we enter into an organization. Everybody wants someone who would welcome them with a cheery, chatting personality. They want someone who would be able to listen to them no matter what they are saying. Even sometimes we meet people that their English are not really so clear and they want to construct a way of talking to you. But if you come, if they meet someone who is willing to take it anyhow and come down to their level to talk to them, they'll find it very, very comforting and welcoming, warming. And also, part of my responsibilities will also be keeping detailed information and well-organized book records of whatever goes on in the organization. This is very important because sometimes we find the problems that we face in some organizations is that years later we'll go to them and seeking some particular records and we will not be able to find them. And these things create problems. We'll not be able to make references to those things. So it's very important we have those records kept safe and in order, well detailed. And also we'll have management skills. To be able to manage this record and also be able to manage the affairs that happens in there. Being able to book appointments on time and reminding them of those appointments, because that's one thing that we'll actually be looking out for. Things that are being done on point and timely, because farmers nowadays they want everything to be on time. That is one thing that they are struggling with. So if you're able to book their transportation on time, you're able to remind those drivers, because sometimes they can also forget, having some other things that they do. But when these things are put in line, we make a very, very great company and a very great organization.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Princess.
Okay, my name is Mamia Masantua, and as a proposed HR of this company, my duties are basically in the office and with people. So I'm going to work hand in hand with the customer office and also make sure that each and every one of us knows very well our duties. I'm supposed to lay down your duties for you to know that this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm also supposed to make you feel comfortable in the office. I believe that if you come to work and there is a lot of issues on your mind, there is no way you can work properly. Or if you have issues with some other person in the same company, it will make working not go smoothly as we want. So as an HR officer, I'm supposed to make sure that you get, say, incentives, should I put that way? Yes, incentives to make work more lovely for you to come. You have to get the passion to work. So I have to make sure you develop that passion for working. And I'm supposed to be in every office. If I say be in every office, I'm supposed to know whatever that goes on in each and every department, so that if there are certain issues we sit down and we find possible solutions to it before it reaches the CEO. So I'm going to be between you and your CEO. So every problem in the company comes to me, we sit down, we find possible solutions. If we think it is above us, we take it to the CEO so that work goes on smoothly. So as human resource personnel of the company proposed, these are my duties to deliver to AgriConnekt Ltd.
Thank you. And sure, we've had really good time today. I'm grateful to you all for making it here, and I must commend your sacrifices. It's not been easy. Well, to AgriConnekt, I want you to know that these are honorable men and women, and they are here to help me. They are here to help Africa. They are here to help Ghana. Make sure that the agricultural sector is developed. It's something that in the nearest future we are all going to benefit from it. So I want you to know that we are ready, and they are going to support me to make sure that this comes to pass. And with these things and recent developments that you'll be seeing from us, we want you to consider us for this option and give us the opportunity to try out whatever that we have in mind to contribute our quota in the agricultural sector. I know that you are wonderful people, and I am glad for the opportunity that you set for us to display our talents and show the world what we've got. If we get the privilege, I on behalf of this team assure you that we are going to use it effectively, innovatively, in a way that the world will be happy with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.